Friends, today I am going to share with you some of my thoughts on social sensitivity. You have heard about intelligence quotient or IQ. It is used to measure the level of a person's intelligence level. We know that if a person has high IQ, he or she is considered to be an intelligent person. On the contrary, if the IQ is low, the person is considered to be less intelligent. And we know success of a person in life depends quite much on the level of his or her intelligence. Similarly, we also have emotional quotient or EQ. Emotions play an important role in our life. Our ability to experience and express our emotions in a socially acceptable manner shows the level of a person's emotional maturity. A person is able to express his or her emotions well in an acceptable manner, and that person is considered to be very normal. On the contrary, if a person is emotionally disturbed for even very small things, then he or she is considered to be less emotionally mature person. But friends, there is something more important than these two. What I would call is a social sensitivity quotient. And what is that? To my mind, it is the ability of a person to reach out to another person in times of need without expecting any reward. If a person has got less social sensitivity quotient, then the person will not be willing to move out and help others. He or she prefers to be herself or himself. Rather, if a person's social sensitivity quotient is high, then you can find that person easily moving out of himself or herself and help out others in need. I will give just two examples or instances where this social sensitivity is either less or more. Let me begin first with a person who has got less social sensitivity quotient. Some time ago, I was driving my car in one of the North Indian cities. And you know the condition of North Indian cities, very heavy traffic usually. And it is also the culture that we see around that our people are less concerned in observing the traffic rules. So as I was driving my car in a crowded road in one of the North Indian cities, I saw an elderly woman trying to cross the road. No one was stopping their cars or vehicles for her to cross the road. When I saw her struggling to cross the road, I stopped my car and signaled her to cross the road. And being an elderly woman, she took her own time to cross the road. In the meantime, many cars lined up behind me, all honking and shouting and yelling at me almost. I opened my window and signaled to the person right behind me saying, "Gentlemen, please hold on. Let that elderly person cross the road." And he immediately retorted, saying, "If you keep on stopping like this, you will never reach home today." I was stunned with his response. But friends, it also made me to think about our reality, everyday life that we have in the Indian streets. It is true, because most pedestrians also on our streets do not observe laws that regulate movement of people. They cross the road anytime, anywhere, without caring for the traffic. That is also reality. But what I'm trying to point out, dear friends, here is a sensitivity to a need of a person, an elderly person wanting to cross the road. All of this were thinking about reaching home as early as possible. But when I stopped my car, I was reminded of my social sensitivity, particularly to this elderly person. I can give you another example where people really showed that high level of social sensitivity. A young lady was driving her bike and a speeding car came and knocked her down, and she rolled over and fell into a manhole. It was open manhole. And seeing this accident, many people came around that manhole and all were wondering what to be done, because it was almost 7 feet deep and very narrow manhole. She was stuck in the manhole. After a while, a young man came, and without thinking anything further, he just jumped into the manhole in order to rescue her. But the poor man could not pull her out because the manhole size was very small, and both were stuck now in the manhole. And you know, if they were to remain there some more time, they would have been dead. More people gathered, and each of them were wondering what to be done, how to save these two people stuck in the manhole. Then a few people took the initiative and said, we must by all means rescue these two people, otherwise they would be dead. The only way to rescue them was to create more space around the manhole. And they decided to lift one of the concrete slabs covering the drainage. And about 20 people together lifted a huge cement slab, thereby creating more space for these two people to be rescued. Once the slab was removed, they could easily be removed from the manhole, and of course they were rushed to the hospital and both of them were saved. Friends, wonderful example of great social sensitivity. In time of need, in an hour of crisis, people came together, and because of their social sensitivity, they did something which seemed to be almost impossible. But that is precisely what we need to do in our life, in our society. Dear friends, I wish that each of us has a high level of social sensitivity so that we can be responsible citizens of this country who are more than willing to help out those in need. Thank you.